All right, so here we are on the staff benefits and enrollments campaign, and we're going to create a newsletter. So we can see here that I'm on the first tab, and you can see on the right hand side here I can create different types of content. I've got a blank template, I've got a newsletter template, I've got an event template, and I've got a status update template. So let's just have a look at what the newsletter template looks like. So I'm going to click on newsletter, and we're going to be then taken to basically a SharePoint page. So we can see here that I'm on this page. On the right hand side we can see our distribution channels. We can see that this publication status is in draft, and we can select the different channels that we want to distribute this piece of content to. We've got Outlook, we've got SharePoint, we've got Teams, and you can see down the bottom here, Viva Engage is coming soon. So we're going to give this newsletter a title. So let's go for newsletter number 1. All right, so we'll go and we'll give this a name. You can see that we've got what looks like SharePoint web parts, and when we click on the web part, the plus symbol, we get I guess a reduced web part gallery. So we've got buttons, we've got dividers, images, links, quick links, text, and we can also add file and media. And down the bottom here, we've got news people. Under the news people and events section, we've got a people web part too. So you can see if I scroll down the page, it's given us a nice template for us to start from. Very familiar. It's a SharePoint page, just a cut down version of that page. All right, so now what we can see, I've just closed the right hand panel. I've got some tabs across the top. I can preview it, I can save and close, I can undo, and I can click back on distribution channels, and you can see that I've got the ability to customize or preview what this looks like in Outlook. So let's click on the preview button and we'll see what it looks like in Outlook. And you can see that it's generating a preview for what it looks like inside of Outlook. And you can see there that that's the expected experience that we get from Outlook. We can also flick over to SharePoint. We can see what that looks like, what the expected outcome is in SharePoint, and then in Teams. Let's have a look at what we should see when we're in Teams as well. So you can see here that we've got what that is going to look like inside of Teams. All right. So let's go back to the main draft. So we'll click on the back button. We'll go to main draft. And then we are back here, back to the page. All right. So now let's have a look at what the customize option and the link does on the right hand side. So when I click on customize, then we're taken and we can continually add or customize what that looks like for the different distribution channels. So we can see there's the Outlook, there's SharePoint, and then again that is Teams there as well. All right, so we've got a few different options for customizing the way that this looks as well. So we'll jump back into main draft. We're taken back to the main authoring canvas, so we can pick and choose what distribution channels that we would like to send this to. Now I'm going to leave all of these ticked. All right, I'm just going to leave everything there. You can see that we've also got this writing guidance button here too. All right, so you can see there that we've got some options on our right hand side. Now I think I'm ready to go. So let's click next, and then we are taken to the preview screen or the preview experience again, where we can preview what that's going to look like in Outlook, SharePoint, and Teams. Again, we can customize if we want to. Right hand side here, on our distributions panel pane, we can add our recipients. So here I'm going to add our recipients to the Outlook experience here. So we are just going to, let's just pop in and we'll type in a couple of different people's names in here. So we'll go to Alex, we'll go to Nesta. Now if we obviously had a distribution list or an all staff group here, then we could send that to them as well. We can send a test email, so we can send ourselves a test email. So I'll click on that, and that's going to send, in this case, it's going to send Megan a test email to her inbox. And what we might do is let's just jump over here and we'll open up Outlook, and then we'll have a look and see what that test email looks like as well. So we'll open up Megan's inbox, Outlook's just opening up in the browser. Here's the test email here. You can see there's an example of what that looks like in Outlook. So it's rendered really nice. The experience looks really good as well. Now you'll also notice here, and this is just a bit of an aside here, that we've got, you can see that I've joined the staff benefits and enrollments group. So what's happened behind the scenes when we've created a campaign is that it actually does create a Microsoft 365 group for this campaign. But more on that in a later video. Let's jump back to our newsletter. To our canvas here. Let me just open up the right tab, and we've got it here ready to go. So SharePoint, we've got what this looks like. On the right hand side, the distribution channels, we can see we can add a SharePoint site. So let's have a look at popping this to the landing. All right, and you can see that we can add up to 10 sites, and we've got 9 sites left. What we might also do is just pop in the Mark 8 project team there, and we're good to go there. Now on the Teams tab here on the right hand side, we can see that we can add Teams channels, and we can post a test message if we want to as well. All right, so across on the right hand side, let's pop in the design channel. We might even pop in we'll stay in the same team. So we'll go to digital assets web for this as well. Now you can see here, we can either post it as a normal post, we can post it as an announcement, and we can also choose whether everyone can reply or only you and the moderators can reply as well. All right, so here we can change the title or the subject of that, and then we are now good to go. All right, so when we're ready to go, we can publish it directly right now. We can schedule it to publish, or we can request an approval. Now in this video, we're just going to directly publish it now. All right, so we're going to publish, and here we've got a publication summary, and we can have a look and review where and who the email channel is being sent to, and where that newsletter is being sent from SharePoint. We can see the sites that this page is going, or this communication is going to be sent to, and also the teams and the channels. So once we're done, we're going to hit publish. We've reviewed. That all looks good. Let's now publish this communication. You can see we are now waiting for that to get published. And again, you can see the status. We're sending, we're posting, and we should be good to go in just a second. All right, so that has now been sent to those email addresses. It's been posted to these 2 SharePoint sites, and also been posted to these 2 teams. So let's have a look at what that looks like in those different experiences. So I'll open up the landing, and you can see here that this newsletter number 1 has been created as a SharePoint page inside of the site pages library of the landing site. And when I click on that page and open up that, you can see that there is that newsletter that has been posted as a SharePoint news article in that SharePoint site. Now, what about Microsoft Teams? So we'll jump over to Teams, remembering we had the design channel and the digital assets web channel that we posted that newsletter to here. So you can see here, this is the post that has been added to Microsoft Teams. And you can see it renders really nicely as a post inside of that channel. I'll jump over to Digital Assets Web, and you can see there that we also have that post that has been added to that channel as well. So you can see there that being able to have and create a single piece of content and be able to choose the different channels that you want to send that piece of content to is something that is really powerful. So really excited to see how we can implement Viva Amplify in organizations to really ramp up and simplify and streamline your internal communications. So keep an eye out for more video content to come as we dive in deeper into Viva Amplify and what that brings to you and your organization.